I'm going to show you how I save my scraps and actually use them rather than having them all set aside in a basket or something. So the first thing I want to do is I go out and I buy, these are comic book boards. They go inside comics to make sure that they don't fall apart. But I buy these boards for my fabric. So if I have a yard or a little bit less, I'll put that on here. Now, if I have a smaller scrap, then I'll cut these in half and I'll have these smaller ones. So the first one I'll show you is I have maybe a little bit under a yard of this fabric. So all I have to do is I'll lay my board on there, and it's a little bit wider than my board. So I'll just push that up that way, and then just roll it up like you were rolling up a bolt of fabric, of course. And keep on going. And then I try to kind of get the fabric up to the top of the board so that I can, a lot of times I'll turn this under so I don't have a raw edge there. Now this is pretty wide. I don't have any large paper clips with me today. So normally I would put a large paper clip on this, but I don't have that today. So what I'll do is I'll clip just one side, one side of that fabric, maybe. There we go. There we go. And if I really want to make sure it stays tight and I only have the small ones, I'll just add another one on the other side. So there's that. And so I have a whole line of my larger pieces. But then you come to all these small pieces that you have. And so if I turn around, and I usually, they don't have to be ironed, but just you want them flat. Because actually being on the boards, they'll kind of iron themselves. So again, I'm going to just make that a little smaller. Again. And for some reason, for me, when I do this, when I go for a project, especially if it's a scrappy project, or I like to make miniatures, so I like to have smaller pieces. And again, just put them in like that. And as you can see, when you go to pick out a project, it's just a whole lot easier if you can see all that fabric. Another thing that I do is, this is a piece of, it probably has about 4 or 5 yards on it. So I'll take my ruler, my 24-inch, and I'll lay it in there. And I'll just roll. Keep it nice and straight. And what this does is then when I go to put all my fabric away, they're all the same size. They fit on the shelf well. And I don't have any problems. Now here on this piece, I've got something cut out here. So I'll just take that, roll it back like that, roll it on. Take out the ruler and fold your piece in half. So then I can start stacking all of my fabric. And it all looks a lot neater, and I use it a lot more.